Hi there, so how easy is it to laser engrave something? It's insanely easy, so let me show you what I'm talking about. So if you don't know, my name's Kenny Payon. I run a place for people to come and make things, as well as laser engrave things, carpentry mechanics, work on their stuff, hobbyist creators. It's a dream. So obviously we have laser engravers here, and I want to show you how easy it is to laser engrave something with a Snapmaker. Now, a Snapmaker is a type of laser engraver. It's also a 3D printer and a CNC machine, all like compacted into one. Snapmaker is the definition of versatility. And I have to say, I'm very impressed with these machines, but this is not about those machines. I am not sponsored by Snapmaker. So what I'm about to show you is going to be applicable to just about any laser engraver, Glowforge, Snapmaker, as well as any units that you get offline. You can get them off eBay and off Amazon and all sorts of stuff. They're just like wildly available these days, and they're all going to function basically the same way. So for starters, you're going to have an image or some sort of like PNG JPEG file that you're going to want to print. In this case, I've got a PNG of this schnazzy French patisserie in town. I happen to know the owners, so I don't think they'll have any problem with me using their logo. But what we're going to do is we're going to take that PNG and we're going to put it into a software. This software is basically going to give a set of instructions or G-code to the machine that will print our stuff. The G-code, all it's doing is telling the machine to create this image, we need to move in this direction in this amount of time. Now, in the particular way that the Snapmaker prints, especially like images like this one, it's going to do like little dots. So it's actually going to create every single individual pixel with different intensities or different like burning amounts. So it's going to be darker the longer it burns, or the more intense it burns. It's going to be lighter for less. And you're going to see that as we like get into the print. You're going to need a software. You're going to take your image or your text or your shape or whatever it is, you're going to upload it into this software. Now we're going to be using what's called Lumen. Now this is a free software, anyone can get it. You can use it on any machine. It will just generate G-code, that's all it does. But Lumen is specifically made for the Snapmakers. You'll notice when you boot it up, it's got a 3D printing option, a CNC option, as well as a laser engraving option. So we're just doing a 2D flat surface. We don't have the spindle attachment, so we're going to be doing a 3-axis laser engrave print, is what we're going to call it, I guess. So you're going to go in. Now, Lumen not only can upload images into Lumen, but you can also create your own text. It gives you different font options, size options, things like that. You can also make any basic shape using the rectangle or the oval circle tool. You can make any basic shape that you want and then laser engrave those shapes or that text. But we're not going to do that. We've got our own logo, we've got our own stuff that we are going to engrave onto this fantastic piece of pine that we have today. We need to go into Lumen, we need to upload our image, so we're going to go to the file folder in the top left. We're going to import our image. There's all these different options like algorithms and pixel density and things like that, but Lumen has this really amazing thing where it automatically sets up all of those different settings based on what the image is and how detailed the image is, whether it's a vector file or a PNG or something like that. It will automatically set up the correct algorithm, the correct pixel density, all that good stuff, so we don't have to worry about changing anything. How awesome! Love easy. Then we are going to generate the G-code. First step to this, we're going to process the image. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on our photo, our uploaded image. We're going to click Next. We're going to go up to the top right where it says Process, and we're going to go Create Tool Path. Now that tool path is what's going to actually tell the laser where to go. This is generating that G-code we just talked about a minute ago. Once we've got that and it's created our tool path, we're going to click Generate G-code. It's going to go through a quick process where it turns all that into G-code. Then we're going to export to file. Now, the Snapmakers come with a USB drive. Some machines use an SD card. Some can do it wirelessly. All cool stuff. However you get it to the machine, this is the point where you do that. Like I said, Snapmaker, USB stick. So we've got our USB stick in the machine, we export that file into our USB drive, we shift it from the USB drive, pull it out of the computer, we put it into the Snapmaker, and then go into the Snapmaker and say that we're going to open our USB stick, and the first file on the top is always our most recent. Now, something we have to do in just part of this prep process, obviously we're not laser engraving anything yet, we need to know how thick our material is. And this is what's going to tell the laser how far away from the piece to be. When we set up the machine, we need to calibrate the focus of the laser. Now, this is different for every machine, but there is a whole video on how to focus the Snapmaker laser. So with that done, we're just going to click automatic. We're going to measure with a caliper how thick our piece of material is to the 1/10 of a millimeter. We're going to put that into the machine after telling it that we want to do automatic focusing mode. All that means is it's going to do its own up and down control. It will not listen to whatever we tell it. It won't let us change anything because it's focused and it's correct and it's calibrated, and we're not going to do anything else to it. So we're going to go in there, we're going to set it up to our piece, and then we're going to tell it we're not going to be stupid. We're going to wear our glasses, we're going to wear our goggles, and then we are going to center the laser. Now, centering the laser is done manually because we need to know where on the bed we put the centerpiece, where we put our piece of material. Now, in this case, I made this piece of pine to be basically the size of the bed. It's 12 by 12 by 12. Now, I cut off 1/2 inch on a table saw because we need a place to be able to put the rubber plugs when we put our piece of wood down on the bed. So it's actually a little bit smaller than the bed, but only because we need somewhere to put somewhere to fasten the board to. So with the rubber plugs in place, with our piece ready to go, we set center, which in this case doesn't matter all too much, but wherever we put the piece, we need to make sure that our print is centered there. Center it manually using the touchpad provided with our machine, and then we can set our boundaries. Now, the Snapmaker does this really cool thing where it'll actually run the boundary before you print. So we can actually click the little run the boundary, it'll show us where it will print the image, how it will look, and then we can click start. And that's it. This is where the Snapmaker really shines. It's going to give us a breakdown of the time required to do the print. So in this case, it's about 3 hours. And then all we have to do is wait. And while we're waiting, I want to tell you a little bit about Sanctuary. So if you don't have a place to go, if you're a creative, if you're looking to get interested into some of this stuff, or you just want to laser engrave something and you don't want to drop hundreds of dollars on a laser engraver, please reach out to me, especially if you live in the North Alabama area. I'd love to get you involved. I'd love to show you how easy it is to make and create awesome things every single day. So with that said, it looks like our print is done, and that's it. How simple is that? So again, all you gotta do, upload your file to Lubin, process, G-code, put it on your machine, set your center, and then watch it print. Thank you so much for watching this video. What would you make?